Hello and welcome to my review of the Red Gobbo from Games Workshop. This model will cost you £20. It's a fair bit of money. I think they've still got some. If you head over to Games Workshop's web store, you can still grab yourself a copy of the Red Gobbo for £20. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to grab yourself a copy of the Sisters of Battle Army set that was sold out within about 15 minutes or so. Very quick. However, they made plenty of these little guys. I've decided to do a review now instead of wait for a Warhammer Wednesday video or something like that, because I wanted to get that Impulsor review out yesterday, and they only released the rules for this miniature on the 19th, on the Tuesday. So it's a shame that they didn't include them in the box. I mean, you know, they've gone to the effort of sculpting the model, making it, painting it, advertising it a fair bit, making the packaging, shipping it all out. You'd think that they'd just bundle in, you know, copies of the data sheet, but they haven't. I'm hoping this isn't like a sign of things to come. Apparently he's going to be joined by other Warhammer legends this December, alongside the release of Chapter Approved 2019, where rules for other venerable Denzians of the far future, whose miniatures are no longer available, will find their permanent home. So you'll have the permanent home for his rules in the update. So let's just have a look at the model itself. Very, very easy to put together. Let's just zoom in and things. Very quick, not many parts. Again, I don't know why they sculpted the grenades in that box. Maybe you could magnetize him on there and take him off to then open the box to see the grenades inside. I really don't understand it, because you know, or maybe you could just, well, you can't even glue one foot. You could pin him and then twist him so that you could open the box. But yeah, it's odd that they've done that. Would have made sense to just make one box completely closed, but oh well. I like the back with loads of grenades in there. That's pretty cool. And I like his blaster. I like his you know, star with some baubles and the lights, and just his Christmas outfit in total, you know. And he's got some medals and things. So that's the model himself. Let's just do some size comparisons. And yes, I do own an Orc army, so I do have some Orc miniatures to compare him to. So here's your standard Gretchen or Snot. As you can see, he is actually a bit taller, a bit bigger. One of the bigger Gretchens. Don't know whether because it's an older model or whatever, but he's definitely a fair bit bigger than your normal size Gretchen. I want to show you my big knob in comparison to the Red Gobbo. As you can see, the big knob is much, much bigger. It dwarfs this little pipsqueak. I'll show you a big war boss as well. Yeah. And then Dreadnought. Said Dreadnought. Yeah, look at that. Oh, Dreadnought, massive. Who would win, right? Who would win? And then just comparing him to the standard models I normally do, like Space Marine and a Primaris. He is actually taller than a Primaris. Is he the first Grot in history taller than Promotional? No, he's only taller because of the massive scenic base there and his star decoration. Even without that scenic base, the star reaches higher. So he's definitely going to stand out on the battlefield. Easily going to stand out near some grots, isn't he? Look, for the Revolution, you know. So yeah, cool little model. So now I'll go through all of his rules that are on the community website. So he is an elite choice. He's a power points cost of 1, and he's a points cost of 30. Quite pricey, right? Okay, what does he come with? Well, he comes with a movement speed of 5 inches, a weapon skill of 4+, his ballistic skill is 3+. Can you believe it? That means he has the best ballistic skill of any Orc alive. Standard Gretchen have ballistic skills of 4+. Flash Gits have 4+. The Mech guns have 4+ as well. So this really is insane. The best shot Orc Grot ever. His strength is 3. Okay, toughness is 3. He's got three wounds though. He's got 3 attacks. His leadership's only 6 and his save is only 5+. This model is equipped with custom grot blaster, icon of the revolution, stick bombs. You can only include one Red Gobbo model in your army. Okay, what's this weapon then? So it's a custom grot blaster. It's a range 12-inch, pistol D3, strength 5, AP -1 and damage 2 weapon. Pretty decent, you know, strength 5, possibly 3 shots. Icon of the revolution. It's a melee weapon. Strength of the user, which is only 3. AP is -1, damage is only 1. However, when resolving an attack made with this weapon, a wound roll of 6+ inflicts 1 mortal wound on the target in addition to any other damage. Okay, that's still not amazing, but hey, I'll give it to him. He's got a mortal wound making weapon, I suppose. Stick bombs, just range of 6 inches, grenade D6, strength 3, AP 0 and a damage of 1. Abilities, Daka, that's in the Orc Codex. The Revolution, friendly Gretchen units can use this model's leadership instead of their own whilst they are within 6 inches of this model. Great, that means that they get leadership of 6. Red Gobbo. This model can be included in an Orc detachment without preventing other units in that detachment from gaining a clan culture. Note, however, that this model does not itself benefit from any clan culture. That's fine. Has you been a good little grot this year? At the end of your movement phase, you can select one other Gretchen unit within 3 inches of this model. If you do, roll 1d6. On a 1, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Oh dear. On a 2+, models in that unit count as being equipped with stick bombs until the end of the battle. There you go then. So they all get stick bombs. Yay. Strength 3. Anyway. Keywords: Orc, Infantry character, Gretchen and the Red Gobbo. So there you go. He is an elite choice. He's alright. He's a fun little character. Let's face it, you're not going to get him to take down Imperial Castellan Knights, are you? He's just a cool miniature that's now got some rules as well. And I suppose you can use him. He's going to look good on a snowy field, isn't he? A snowing gaming mat or something. Compared to a normal Gretchen, his weapon skill is 4+, and they are 5+, and his ballistic skill 3+, and they are 4+. His strongest, toughest Gretchen there is, and it's got 3 wounds, and it's got the 3 attacks, which is, you know, 2 more than the normal Gretchen. Leadership of normal Gretchen's only 4, remember, whereas he gets a 6. It's just his save is a bit poor, and obviously he's squishy at 3. Comparing that custom grot blaster to the normal grot blaster, his one is a pistol D3. Whereas the normal one is just pistol 1, and instead of being strength 3, it's a strength 5, and it does have an AP, and it does have a way better damage. I would just play him as a fun little unit. If I was having Gretchen in my army for troops, you know, you can have 30 Gretchen. I'd have him leading 30 Gretchen. That would look so cool and so funny. 30 Gretchen just following him, and then 30 Gretchen getting stick bombs. That'd be pretty good if you managed to keep that unit within 3 inches of him. However, why don't you just have 90 Gretchen all around him, all getting stick bombs? That is something I'd love to see. Anyway, what do you guys think of the model and the rules? I think he's just quite a fun little character, and a great addition to an Orc force, just from a thematic point of view. Please put your thoughts and comments down below. It would be great to hear your opinions about him. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.